As soon as I could hold a gun now, I was out on the killing fields, fighting in the war to save my home from a foe that will never yield. But we won't stop because we're brothers in blood now. We'll meet again now at the end of the line. Try not to think about what fate throws before me. Reporting for duty, sir. What's your name, son? Robert Clay Carmine. You're a killer, son. Robert Clay Carmine. You're a gear now, son.
Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to game number 1 between Beyonce, Gnolls, and Infernal Misfits. We did have some bans that happened before we actually went into the actual map. We do go and have Beyonce, Gnolls banning out Alterac and Battlefield, apparently hating the beginning of the alphabet. We do go ahead and have Cursed Hollow and the Garden of Terror being taken out by Infernal Misfits. No, both of those decidedly not fiery enough, and so the Misfits are like, those don't remind me of home. And we are going to Dragonshire, a very firelicious map. Whoop. How is everyone? How are all of you? Every single one of you, I want to know. I want to know. Have you ever seen the rain? Sombrero is being banned out by Infernal Misfits. Obviously, man, a lot of like well-drafted picks coming out. We do go and have basically all of the like samurai-esque bald heroes being taken out. Samuro and Alrak. Alrak is one of my favorite people to yell at me in Heroes of the Storm. Don't at me. We're going to have Anduin, not a samurai or a bald person, completely breaking the streak. Good job. But so far, we do have Warcraft bans versus Starcraft bans. Stukov also gets banned out. A little bit of a healer focus coming out right here. Very, very early take on the Ragnaros. That's actually interesting. Because Ragnaros is extra good on, like, objectives where the, you know, your lanes get pushed by something because it does damage to the push and also completely clears out the minions. I don't feel like Ragnaros is as good on this map.
I hear the call of the wild.
There comes the Rexasasa. The Rexasasa.
To my last breath.
You go ahead and have Rhaegar and Rexar. Man, that's not going to be confusing at all. I'm totally not going to get my like trip over my own tongue trying to talk about both Rhaegar and Rexar. Won't happen, I promise. But I do feel like Rexar kind of just like poops all over Ragnaros. Gotta keep it PG, ladies and gentlemen. We do go ahead and have Nathaniel going with May. The captain of Infernal Misfits going the Ice Queen. Is this allowed? That feels... And then we do have a wagon. Met with the Bright Wing. So both sides have gone ahead and picked up their healer. We also have the tank and the offlaner. So basically a DPS almost force pick coming out of the side of Beyonce Gnolls. Who are they going to ban? They take out the Kael'thas. Take out the Fire Flinger himself. We didn't like the fire. It was still a burning when the world stopped turning. Answering ban is going to be the Johanna. They not surprisingly, also a like short-haired blondie, just like Anduin, and they do not have a tank. They go and Babinski gets on the Dibbles instead, and we do have V on Tychus. Tychus going to go ahead and peel up May. Even her ice block is of limited use whenever you've got the percent damage coming out of Tychus's minigun.
The swarm endures.
I'm a goober. We do have Lone Wolf coming out with a very non-wolf-like character, the Zagara, but Zagara's like lane pressure and the ability to side push is amazing. And this is a map where people get separated, but at the same time, this is also a map where all three lanes are often contested. So I don't think Zagara can quite get the push that she necessarily would want to be able to get. She can't like, it's not like Infernal Shrines where you can just leave Zagara bottom and then she just goes crazy until someone responds to her. Kael'thas coming out from Skills. Another ice hero. I feel like Infernal Misfits may have to rename their team.
The wait is over.
And then the Lightning Lady coming out. Go, Grease Lightning, she's burning up the quarter mile with electricity. So here we go into the actual game. I will get gambling up. I will go ahead and let you put your points where your money is. Your mouth where your points are. I don't know. Regardless, I'll go ahead and get that up. Don't go anywhere, and then we will be right into the game.
Oh, a swap. Oh no, but a swap followed by a light bulb.
Here. Four-man mosh pit followed by a tomb. Oh no! Oh, a huge light bomb coming in on the Genji, and that's a 5-man light bomb. They're gonna follow up, and they're gonna get 1, 2, 3 kills.
And it's gonna be everybody dying. Oh my God! When does this happen? Everybody's dying.
Alright, oh, let me go and get that out of the way. You guys don't want to be looking through that. I've decided. Alright, coming into the game right now, we do go and have on the side of Infernal Misfits, the boys in blue, the... Majesties of Misfititude. We do gonna have a Wagon coming on the Brightwing, Lone Wolf on the Zagara, Nathaniel is going to be on May. We do have Skills on the Kel'Thuzad, and Joe D. Immortal is playing the Ragnaros. Meanwhile, on the side of Beyonce Gnolls, the Battalion of Anti-Benevolence. We do have Ramsey coming in on Rexar. Misha also being played by Ramsey. We do go ahead and have Opiates on the Rhaegar. Combatronic is going to be on Cassia. V on Tychus, and Babinski is going to be playing the Diablo, the Dibbles. And Babinski is taken out very, very quickly. It looks like Combo Task is going to also go down. Infernal Misfits gets an early double kill. And I saw that. Look at who is thee to try and do the Yavapai call? I'm the only Yavapai member in this freaking game. Hello? Hello, Clearfire. Hello, Drapes. Hello, Post. Hello, Taquito. Alright, the goes ahead and moves back. We do have about a full level lead because of that extra kill. A lot of pressure in the middle though. Lone Wolf is doing a great job putting these down in order to just keep vision and knowing where people are. Babinski, I don't think has fully realized that there's still vision right there. Because Babinski was just standing there getting pelted. Like, why can she see me? Obvious cheater.
Capture the shrines, inherit the Dragon Knight's power, and lay waste to this forsaken kingdom.
You're gonna have a Ramsey. Up here has driven the Ragnaros back. Bottom point is controlled right now by Beyonce Gnolls. Misha is moving up to go ahead and take top. Tychus, if you stay in the area, you might be able to become a dragon, but oh, it looks like the bottom one is being fought over. Yeah, you're gonna have to get the heck out of here, my friend. That's what I say. The Rexar versus Rag. Rexar just like owns that matchup. Well-known fact. That's actually why, you know, whenever you fought Ragnaros in World of Warcraft, you actually couldn't make Rexar come with you because he would just solo the fight. Wasn't even fair. Lots of Rudy Tooty, fresh and fruity to go down. Babinski's super, super low. It does get taken out by that Brightwing. Third kill of the game for Infernal Misfits. But even though they've got a lot of like advantage going through, even though they do kind of control the 4-man area, Ragnaros is having such a hard time doing anything to Ramsey up here. Meanwhile, there's Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf has been left alone for just a second and is going all wolf mode on this area. Does go ahead and take a cannon shot. I do feel like Misfits is not 100% sure where they should be fighting. They did send Tychus up, and then Tychus died. However, they do have Nathaniel in the wrong area. There is Ice Block, and I was going to say, but that Ice Block won't last long against... Oh, wait, Tychus just died. Never mind, my mind. And Zagara continues working this. The middle fort is halfway down. And I'm sorry, like, Cassia would do way better into this than Tychus will. Tychus is too short range a hero. I love this moving back and being like, hey, I can see you coming. Will not be surprised by thee here. Red Horse moving up to get this, but bottom is being taken right now. Diablo's standing in the way. Here comes Tychus down. This is going to be a 4v3 when they engage into this. Someone stand on the point? Alright, looking at things so far, we do go ahead and have Meatball Quest up to 69 stacks. We do go ahead and have Thunderstroke up to 22. Oh, and here's a lot of pain coming through. Once again, Babinski just does not quite leave right whenever they need to. Oftentimes I'm like, you know you're about to die. Like, I don't see your health bar anymore. That's a bad combination. We do go ahead and have Brightwing going up in order to finally move this off of Ramsey's control. I've got to tell you, this Kel'Thuzad, like, that's always the thing. Kel'Thuzads are either terrible or God. There is no in between. You don't have a fair Kel'Thuzad. They're either like God's gift to Kel'Thuzadness, or they are bad. Oh, Brightwing may be in trouble here. Just going to get stunned. There's the friend coming in here. Emerald Wind is used. They do have their level 10s. Nobody gets hit by that avalanche coming through. And Babinski just takes a truckload of damage. Trying to move out of here. Is kind of stuck in the middle. Says, hey, guys, I need help. No help is coming. Diablo is at 73 souls, so we'll come back having a decent amount of health, and we do have level 10s. Talents taken on the side of Beyonce Gnolls as well. Apocalypse, Ancestral Healing, Unleash the Boars, Commandeer Odin, and Ball Lightning. We also do have Avalanche, Devouring Maw, Emerald Wind, Shadow Fissure, and Lava Wave. Man, this is just... oh my god. Alright, we do have a counter kill. They do go and get the May to go down. However, here's a lot of root, and Cassia hates being rooted. It's like her least favorite thing in the world. Man, that Cassia is such a good, or the Kel'Thuzad is such a good answer to Cassia. I don't remember which one was taken first. But Kel'Thuzad is just, like, styling on Cassia right now. Definitely not what you're looking for. Little battle going up here into Joe Mortal, but here comes the Brightwing landing up here, and Ramsey is going to have to back out. Rexxar is good. Rexxar is not 2v1 good. Skills moving up here, looking for bills to pay. I would be interested to know if, like, Kel'Thuzad can solo Rexxar. Just because, like, he relies on that combo to hit 2 heroes, and Rexxar always has a Misha nearby. Alright. Get the bug, get the bug, get the bug, get the bug, get the bug! Alright, combo try was in. That's like, no, you do not get away. Freaking Orkin Man combo Tragic right here goes ahead and gets that cleared away. Second kill on the side of Beyonce Gnolls. Alright, Rexxar did take the Globe Quest, which Globe Quest is always frustrating because it does, like, absolutely, basically nothing for you until you get 25 of them. Joji taking a lot of damage, is trying to hold them back as well as they can, but obviously they know they can't really move out. There's 3v1, and their allies are not coming. Their allies are just trying to push back. They do have this camp, and they're getting a lot of value. Here comes Lone Wolf, and Nathaniel is running back. Once again, just the roots. The icy winds of Northwind are consuming their soul for real, for real. Well, I guess I'm about to have my answer, although Misha's getting burned alive. Bears don't like lava. All right, big ol' stun onto Mei. Trying to move out. We do have the Devouring Maw that's going to get Opiates. Opiates trying to get his little Rhaegar booty out of there, but in the middle of a lot of pain. Here comes Cassia from the side, winding the entire team. Misha does get hit by the Avalanche, but that is not the target you want. We do go and have Wagon. Wagon goes ahead and Emerald wins everyone away from them. Big old Polymorph comes out. Is that a Polymorph? That's a Medivh. Oh, what the heck? We do go and have Cassia going down in exchange for Ragnaros. Bloody exchange. And not the bloody traipsed kind. The Diablo just died kind. Moving up, we do go and have top camp. Ramsey moving up here, but Lone Wolf and Skills are in the area. The rest of the team is moving down to go and protect this, but no one's in the middle. If you get someone in the middle right now, you can become a dragon. Diablo, go! Oh, they do go and have Kel'Thuzad standing by. Never mind. Zagzagoom does go and take this back. And with that being taken care of, we do go to have... Babinski's like, how is everything seeing me in the bushes? What the heck? I swear, every time that... Once in a while that it is, catapults are just insane. They're moving in. This might be a bad idea. Here comes Diablo, goes in, big ol' stun. Apocalypse comes out. There is the Brightwing going down. They definitely got themselves flanked, but here's a massive bit of damage coming through. And they do go and get Diablo and also the Rhaegar. Devouring Maw comes down. That's going to be bad news for Cassia. You could have Ramsey moving back up top and try and become this. Here is the Lava Wave incinerating all the minions. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Oh my! These are the luckiest two archers in the world. Can you imagine you like walk out of the Nexus to spawn and like your entire battalion just gets incinerated and then you're just completely fine?
Blue team has destroyed a fort.
Oh, I guess I should be paying attention to this, huh? Big old polymorph. I guess that was just a normal polymorph. I forgot Brightman could do that because I'm a super good caster. Once again, Cassia just kind of gets stuck in the roots. And that's a very good way for Cassia to die. The Odin is out. The Odin goes away dumping damage. There's a stun coming out on top of Lone Wolf. Lone Wolf is being hunted down by this Tychus, but V is having to move back. And it does look like the core is about to go down. We are looking at the end of the game, quite possibly, down to 50%, but Diablo is back. There's the Emerald Wind saying, get out of here for just a second longer. And they do indeed. Game number 1 does go to Infernal. Will you stop? Game number 1 does go to Infernal Misfits. All of Region Rebels, like, positive vibes in chat were not quite enough. Can you tell I was recording the top 5? So, looking at the stats at the end of game number 1, we do go ahead and have, in terms of siege damage, Ragnaros leads the way, not really surprising. We do go ahead and have Kel'Thuzad. Like that Kel'Thuzad was good. When you play against Infernal Misfits, like, take notes. Ragnaros does come out with 42,000. Tychus with 39. Healing-wise, we do have Brightwing, 52,000 healing. Nice. And then in terms of that ever-present experience, we do have 14 and 14. Can we just... Ragnaros with a Lava Wave had their experience equaled by a Rexar, Ramsey. I need a hat so I can take it off. But looking at the talents, here they are. Copy them down, take them into Storm League, win with them, get glorious victory for all. And I will see you all in game number 2. Wrong screen?
As the rain it sways in the old monsoon, and the pain it preys on an open wound. It's cold, it's cold, it's cold. Gotta break the stranglehold. I have sealed myself, I have cried my tears. Now I steel myself to defy my fears. And be strong, be strong, be strong. I am right where I belong.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. We are here in Towers of Doom. We are excited. We are ready to go. This is a very, very different map than Dragonshire. You definitely do not have the ability to run around because if you're playing it right, you have a double soaker and just the 4-man going bap, 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 bap. Samro continues to be the band from Infernal Misfits. They say we don't need the Illusion Master in this here game. Alarak, the return. I have to wonder, is the Alarak player the same as the Kel'Thuzad player? Inquiring minds want to know. Amnesia, da da da. You forgot your name. There is the Dearthwing. That's a different band. I'm trying to remember who they banned last time. I want to say it was Stukov and Anduin. They banned Anduin and their opponents banned Stukov. So both of the banned healers are available for game number 2. We'll have to see what that does. We'll have to see what they choose to do with it.
For the alliance above all.
Anduin is taken by Joe DeMortal. So will Stukov be the answering grab? Yoink.
Victory above all. Hell, it's about damn time.
Alright, Team StarCraft getting started. I like this already. The Wolf just got out the Kael'thas. The Kael'thas was banned on the 3rd phase. And then once again, well, I say once again, but last time Wiagan, I believe, was the Brightwing, and Nathaniel was the Mace. We'll have to see if this actually changes. I'm dancing very aggressively. The Hogger is banned out. Hog, actually, if they have a good Hogger on this map, that's really impressive. You've really got to know the bounces to be able to rotate between the 2 lanes effectively. All right, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Who you got? Who you got? Did you get rid of Johanna? Not surprised. I'm actually surprised Johanna wasn't picked up already. So who we got? You still need a tank and you need an offlaner. Neither side actually having picked up their offlaner yet, but May is picked up.
We will forge a great.
There's Babinski coming in with Varian. And then we do have Dahaka Ramsey coming in with the speediest double soaker in the game. Although only after about level 7 or so. Does need some time to go ahead and power up that enhanced agility quest.
Need a light.
Blaze comes in to match Dahaka. Blaze will definitely fall behind versus a Dahaka. But will be pretty good in the 1v1 if Dahaka actually tries to fight, which he shouldn't.
Unbridled energy.
And we've got a Kerrigan. Full Care Bear mode online. She's going to give you hugs. Spiky hugs. So we're going to have Combo Tronic being the last one. Needs a second DPS. Are going to be Cassia again. No, goes in and goes with Hobby Deer Best Deer in one of the best skins. I love the Nexomania skin so much. It makes me happy. So, I will get into the game. I will get the bets up. Put your money where your mouth is. I'll try not to be a noob this time, I promise. And let's go.
Oh, a swap. Oh no, but a swap followed by a light
Dead
bulb.
here. 4-man mosh pit followed by a tomb. Oh no! Oh, here's light bomb coming in on the Genji, and that's a 5-man light bomb. They're gonna follow up, and they're gonna get 1, 2, 3 kills.
And it's gonna be everybody dying. Oh my god, when does this happen? Everybody's dead.
All right, coming into game number 2, representing the Infernal Misfits on the blue side of the battlefield, we do have Nathaniel, Wayagan, Skills, Lone Wolf, and Joe Mortal playing May, Blaze, Kerrigan, Kael'thas, and Anduin in that order. They are your blue team. They are coming from the left. They are the Marauders of Mayhem, Infernal Misfits. Meanwhile, on the right, in the orange trunks, we're going to have Combotronic coming in on the Lunara, V on Tychus. We do go and have Opiates playing Stukov, Babinski on the Varian, and then Ramsey. They're from the right side. They are in orange. They are the Grenadiers of Genocide. They are Beyonce Gnolls. So we do go ahead and have, oh wow, that's astounding. Dahaka does not go for the speed quest. Now, granted, that, I mean, Dahaka is up against a Blaze, so I think Dahaka will still be actually at a slight advantage, even without getting the race car talent to move between the lanes very, very quickly. But I don't think it will be an overwhelming advantage like it would have been. Do have the 4-man down here. Kael'thas goes in and drops a little bit of fire. We do go in have Combotronic moving in, moves back very, very well. V is moving up and then changes their mind. Oh, I don't know what happened to Nathaniel or why Nathaniel is already almost dead. Like, Dahaka usually does it, like, 1v1 very, very well until a little bit later into the game, more like level 13 or so. They start to get their talents that really let them become oppressive in the 1v1. Prior to that, you should kind of just be schooling a Dahaka. Nathaniel may be in a bit of trouble here. Did go ahead and miss the charge, which means there is no escape available. Dahaka, are you coming down? Yes, Dahaka is coming in, looking for this. The old tongue. But no, does not get the tongue right away. I would have probably chased that just a little bit further, knowing your Dahaka was coming in for the flank. But with that, we do go ahead and have an aggressive steal of the Sapper Camp on the side of Infernal Misfits. Okay, thanks. I definitely did not know. I knew that Dahaka should win easy with that talent, but with that, I was like, what does that actually do? Although at level 4, is Dahaka going to take... Dahaka may take the talent that lets Enduring Swarm clear minion waves a lot faster, which is almost the same as Adrenaline. We're waiting. And Incinerator, not surprising, not surprising.
Be ready. Must capture them quickly.
There's the big taunt coming in. Lone Wolf taking a huge bit of damage. Silence comes down, goes ahead and gets pulled out by the Anduin. That means that is down for, I think, 55 seconds. I believe that's the cooldown. Dahaka, pick your talent! You're gonna have the triple altar phase coming up. Alright, does go for one, you collapse? Oh, that only does, I thought that did extra damage. It does not.
The Reaping Lord demands it.
And we do have Kael'thas killed off down here. However, it looks like Tychus in a bit of trouble. Skills moves back.
Let the Gravekeeper know my power. Let the assault begin.
Dahaka, did you have to burrow? I don't... Yeah, there goes Bushstalker. Oh, massive damage comes down. Silence comes down. Oh my gosh. Okay, Anduin does go out. Does not have a pull out for himself. V also, once again, very, very low. Does have to back off. Ramsey in a lot of trouble. It looks like Dahaka is going to go ahead and we're going to have Dino Fillets coming for dinner on the side of Infernal. There is Nathaniel goes in and the big ol' Kerrigan combo comes down. We have Stukov going down. Babinski taking a lot of damage. Is trying to get out there. Does not have enough mana. Cannot shield themselves. And there goes, probably, yep, there we go. Kerrigan goes in and goes, what?
I am lord of this realm, and it will not be stolen from me.
I actually never knew that gave you move speed, because I'm a pro. Babinski is staking out this bush. Here they come over for the invade. Taunt comes down. Massive, massive, massive blow up. Oh my gosh, Lone Wolf does actually survive. Should not have. I feel like a silence coming down would have just killed Lone Wolf right there. This is a 5-man. Dahaka is up top. But remember, Dahaka does have that level 4, which will make very, very short work of these minions. But this may be something you just have to give up because, oh, Babinski is not about giving it up. Babinski has watched Galaxy Quest recently and never gives up, never surrenders. But you know what? That may have been the wrong call, as Opius and Lunara do suffer for his over-aggression.
Blue team has destroyed a fort. The altars are rising.
Right, they are trying to move in, trying to prevent these from going in. They are right at the border. Will they be able to stop them? Combotronic, move back, move back. Move your little Lunara booty to safety.
The time is now, heroes. Claim the altars in my name.
Claim the altars in my name, indeed.
Your powers will be like all the others. The altar is ours. Fire upon the Grave Keeper.
I will not give up so easily.
I do go and have a little bit of a... They're actually abandoning bottom point. I think their plan is to come in from the middle. We do have 47 seconds. This comes back up. 15 seconds for that one. Lone Wolf is moving back. They should know their opponents are nearby. All right. I'm not sure the Beyonce Gnolls has a definitive plan at the moment. They definitely don't want to fight, even though they do have level 10s now. We have Thornwood Vine, interesting. Coming to Odin, Shield Wall, Massive Shove, and Adaption. On the other side, we do go and have Combustion, really? Phoenix, Avalanche, Summon Ultralisk, and Light Bulb. Lunara. She did take, okay, she's taking the mage build. She's not doing extra damage to these, but she still gets them cleared out very, very easily. However, that gets turned in. We are down to 22 core health on the side of Beyonce Gnolls. Yeah, I definitely feel like the engagements are just not necessarily coordinated enough for the side of Beyonce Gnolls. They'll go in, and very, very often a lot of blow comes in at the same second, but not quite enough to finish them off. Yeah, that was a weird choice, Nathaniel. You know Dahaka's going to avoid that. Oh, and meanwhile, they do go to get a kill onto Kerrigan. Dahaka can come down. Nathaniel taking a huge amount of damage. Ramsey needs to be a little bit careful. Team needs to come up in order to try and help this out. A lot of damage coming through. V is in the area. Ramsey goes ahead and consumes Essence. There's the Light Bomb coming down. But there's Babinski. Babinski goes ahead and moves in and taunts the very, very high health Anduin. Lunara actually peeled away from the team fight to come down here and try and take this back, which I don't necessarily think is a bad call, but it feels odd that they went ahead and committed to the fight while also one of their DPS characters was leaving.
The altars have risen. Activate them now. The red team has destroyed a fort.
There's a double turn-in coming in, and bam, bam. They only took 8 damage because this gets taken just before. But still, they took 8 damage and are down to 11 health.
This realm will be mine, and mine alone.
Looks like we do have Beyonce Gnolls moving up and saying, okay, let's go ahead and just be mean to Nathaniel. Taunt comes down, massive damage. Silence comes down, does avoid the things trying to get out of here. There's Combustion, goes ahead and donates an ult as well, but they're going to get poisoned to death. Bye-bye! Bye-bye now! Here's Skills in the middle. Skills, to be careful, is the next one. Does not want to stay here. Babinski will just run in and taunt. There's the taunt coming in. Silence. Oh, nice. Anduin goes and pulls Kerrigan out of danger. Did go ahead and bait out. That's something they may want to look at doing, is just because the light protection comes out very early. If they can bait it out on someone that's not that dangerous, they do go and get rid of the Kerrigan. Wygon is very low. Does go unstoppable, does go into the little bit. The goes in and goes down. They're kind of trapped here. They do not own this yet, and so just kill on kill on kill. We do have Beyonce Gnolls. Joe DeMortal is coming through, but these coming around. There is Combo-tastic, and that is a full 5-man team wipe. I mean, yeah, Blaze came back, but Blaze was killed up top, so I'm still going to count that. Stop me, you can't? Alright, Lunara getting the bottom one.
Take the altars and put an end to the Gravekeeper.
Here comes Skills come in. We should have a full fight, but Anduin is not back yet. There is the Odin being committed. Oh, big old thing. But Silence comes down and Blaze gets taken out. They are much more coordinated in their attacks now. I think they must have like heard me being like, this is a problem. They're like, we're gonna show you guys a problem. Alright, Combo-tastic going to go in. Once again, it's like, you guys should either be fighting or you should be trying to zone. It felt like they were trying to do both. Alright, and they're going to go ahead and try. They went ahead and got all 3 of those turn-ins, knocked their opponent's core down to 24 health, and they're about to go down to 20 as they pick this up. It's the tower of comebacks.
Heroes.
Bam, 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 bam.
That leads to the battleground center.
I'm basically trying to fill in for Bam Bam on Flintstones. It's the Flintstones. Joe DeMortal may be in a bit of trouble. There's a nice protect. Variant in a bit of trouble all on themselves. There is the Phoenix being committed. Yeah, this is not a fight. You should just get out now. Get out now. As soon as you lose Stukov, you should be full retreating out of there. As we have to discuss at my team a lot, do not, when someone is dead, just let them die.
Prepare yourselves, heroes. The altars rise.
Double altar phase. Alright, that is taken by the side of the blue. Taken by the blue. So Stukov will be coming in right as that thing spawns. Ramsey can burrow down,
Do not disappoint.
but is not. Just go ahead and give up 10. Oh, I think that's it. I think that's actually the end of the game. And yes, indeed, game number 2, very close set of games. Like towards the end, it definitely felt like they were coming back. I'm really surprised Daga didn't burrow there, but let me see if I can get us set up with an interview. They've got to like stop coming to this scene and then immediately start talking. It's not entertaining content. But looking at stats, until we get to see if we're joined by anyone, we do go and have, in terms of hero damage, Kel'Thas leading the way with 53,000, Lunar doing 43, and then V coming with 30. In terms of healing, very, very even. Anduin slightly edging out Opiates, but very, very, very close numbers overall. In terms of that experience contribution, Ramsey does slightly outsoak the Blaze. Not sure how much of that was actually like moving between the lanes though. Here are the talents if you want to see them. It does look like we're about to be joined by the Infernal Misfits. At least they said that they would probably be coming. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. So let me look at talents real quick while I try and fill space. Doc, like I said, kind of a weird choice at level 1 with that Enduring Swarm. One who collects Symbiosis. This feels like the team fight strategy, Doc Ock. Oh, here we go. Hello, hello, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Meet on some of the team.
All right, let's hear from Joe. Joe, what did you think about the game?
Skills is always lost.
I mean, it was fun. I know what I could have done better.
Well, first of all, let me go ahead. We'll go ahead and start back on Dragonshire. Dragonshire, you guys definitely seem to have kind of a dominant position at the bottom, but it definitely felt like the Ragnaros was really having a hard time moving that Rexar out of the top lane.
Yes, that was true. I actually was asking the Zagara to swap with me, but they were doing so well that we just basically gave up having the dragon, and I maintained the soak.
Yeah, I do have to...
Lone Wolf eventually made a decision like, hey guys, let's just push this bottom lane and win the game, and that's what we did. Just didn't need it.
I mean, it was gonna work either way because I don't know what we're going up against, so you can never be too confident on like what they're picking. You can only see what type of potential their characters have. So usually if I see a Diablo, they're gonna be pretty damn aggressive. And as soon as they went pretty much a whole melee team, they had to be very close range. They had no backline at all. So it was very easy for Skills to do whatever he wanted to do as Kel'Thuzad, just to freely hook and just trap really anybody down. And especially when we have two Siegers who can push lanes, we really don't need the objective, considering that's usually the crutch. And every single time that map is played, that's the objective is always focused just like any other map. But if you can just out-siege them, it's really unnecessary when you're wasting time trying to get it while they have time to get back up from death and just take top or bottom.
Taking Rag and the Zagara was more about the utility as well as getting rid of one of Zagara's main counters.
I do have to ask, and this is just purely for me, is Skills also the Alarak player? Because I feel like Alarak and Kel'Thuzad actually have a somewhat similar skill set.
Yes.
Yes, I am, yes.
It was one of those things I was like, oh, this Kel'Thuzad's really good, and then I saw the Alarak band again, and I was like, okay, you know what? I bet that's the same person. So...
I don't play a lot of Ragnaros. I do play Anduin more than that.
Yeah. It's kind of the same, like, they're very combo reliant, right? So like if you miss your combo, you're not going to do much. So yeah, they're the same, especially in that regard.
It's also very high risk, high reward.
Yeah, that too.
Especially with Skills as Kel'Thuzad, because if we let him play that, because considering he's pretty much he potentially starts the initiations for fights for our team, so we don't have to risk anything. Considering if he does play Kel'Thuzad, if they have no divers, it's pretty much an easy win because nobody's gonna get behind two front lines. Nobody's gonna get back there. If they have no Zera, no Genji, no character that has mobility, Skills can be as free as a bird. And if Kel'Thuzad's like that, then you know he's got nothing to fear at all.
So I guess actually speaking of that, what was the thought process in having skills go onto a melee character in game 2? Was it just because I feel like Lunar was their last pick, so they still had a mostly melee focused team? I mean, Tychus isn't really melee focused, but he's pretty close.
He's probably should have gone Li Ming or Vala for him. But
yeah, I was thinking
we were kind of discussing and panic picking, and we just didn't.
Oh no, that wasn't quite panic. I mean, we were having trouble. I've seen panic before. That wasn't quite panic.
We well understood going into the match that Kerrigan was going to have some trouble getting into against that comp.
It was gonna be a 50-50 pretty much, because as soon as they didn't pull a tank class immediately, they put in the Veri and the Dahaka at the exact same time. So we were pretty much waiting, considering we were having Nate go to Blaze as offlane as he usually does, and then we had Wagon play Mai, and we usually don't have him tanking. I think this is the first time we saw Wagon tanking, I believe. So with that in mind, as soon as we got those two frontliners coming as Veri and Dahaka, I was like saying, all right, definitely don't go Chromie now, because he's either going Dual Blade or he's going Taunt, and even if he doesn't, the Dahaka can easily just come out of Bush Stalker mode and just grab you from behind. So having two mages as backline is probably not going to work too well. But I guess same thing goes with Kerrigan, considering they have the Tychus. But just judging from the first game, they really didn't have much organization. The Diablo really just got distant from them all the time. So I wasn't too worried about their whole team efficiency.
So the last question I have about game number 2, kind of the obvious one. So once again, early game, you guys kind of controlled it very, very, very well. But then there was a period where they moved up and just sort of unmade your team, where they caught you on their side of the map around their sappers. Yeah. What was your plan on? Okay, how do we sort of rebalance after this? After we sort of got caught out.
Well, we started. Okay, so we got caught out, died. We know that much. Then we essentially started trickling in deaths, trying to hold the altar. And so, like, a few of us died, and I think like Wolf, Nate, and I were just like, okay, guys, take a deep breath, reset, back to the basics. Let's, get in the headspace and see what we were doing at the beginning of the match. I mean, that pretty much just brought it back together right there.
Yep.
Yeah, I was kind of feeling
we went onto their side in the first place because honestly, it made sense in the moment. Wolf's call to like get the camp, and he's gonna wail on the fort because we wanted that back. But I would say we got a little greedy there because we started to underestimate their team.
Well, they had good position in that fight. I think there was 3 damage in the coming up from the bottom left, and we had the healer and I think Lunara on the right, and so we were getting surrounded, separated. We had a hard time picking the right target, and so they just outplayed us at that part.
This is in bot lane, right?
Yeah, in bot lane.
Yeah,
around level 14.
Moment.
Yeah, I don't think we were 16 yet, but we were 14, 15 or something.
Wasn't Nate dead before the whole thing went down?
He got collapsed on.
He died.
I think quickly. I died top lane. I got 5-man ganked. Was that before or after that part?
That was right before.
Yeah, it was
right before? Okay.
They collapsed on you. They collapsed on you top lane, and then in response, you guys were like, okay, let's just steal their sappers. But that let them come down the map and then get you boxed in where you couldn't retreat from having gotten their sappers.
Yeah, really. I mean,
figured we could have got it quick enough, considering at that point I think we still had the level lead. We kind of had the damage to take it. I also think we still had their bottom tower. I'm not sure.
No.
They got it back.
We were trying to get it back, Wolf. That's what that was. We just miscalculated the timing, I would say.
I remember Wolf saying very clearly, it was a bad decision. Something or other. All we gotta do is focus. We're fine. It's nobody's fault. We just,
It was no different. It was no different top lane, like that very last play when they kind of rolled us for all 3 objectives, and we were saying the same thing. It's not even a big deal. We still have a 16-point lead. It's whatever. We're still holding bots strong.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter because they're going three bombs out of each of them, so they're getting 9 points overall. And when we came back, we still just rolled them and got
and at that point, I pointed out they're only really killing us when they're when we're tripling deaths or when we don't have the whole team. If we just fight as 5, they won't win.
it wasn't even a bad like choice of doing what we did top lane at that last play. Like having like we were all like 2 of us or 3 of us were still dead, and Joe and I think Nate were still like kind of prying at them. It was still a good call because we were just buying ourselves time. So it was either it was gonna avalanche and we were gonna lose, or it could have turned into a win. You know,
Yep.
It was rough, but we got it.
So the last question I have for you all, I asked this to everyone. Can you tell me where the name Infernal Misfits comes from?
I'll let Nate answer that.
I have no idea. Yeah.
Whoa.
Well, our parent team is Infernal Affairs, and so I was with them for a while, and then split off and decided to do something a little more fun, a little less serious, and we just had to come up with something that sounded good with Infernal.
What was the original name again, Wagon?
Oh, I hate it. A funnel clown squad. I told him not to pick it. And
Yeah,
he
we didn't do that. I had 15 names or 20 names, and we were like, "Does this work?" No. Nobody liked them, so we're like, "Okay, well, we'll go with this."
Just from me. I just kind of.
Wolf and I joined after they did that naming convention, so
Skills did too. We had it all ready to go. Skills came in afterwards.
So it was just Nate and Wagon, but no, they've always been Misfits to me. It kind of reminds me of like Bad Company.
Indeed.
I'm so glad I told him not to pick Clown Squad, bro. I don't think anybody would have joined.
I couldn't do Clown Squad.
Yeah, I don't think any of us would have had
like, we need to change this name if I'm gonna join.
We could still change the name, guys. I mean,
I like that. No, we're good before we got it.
You're good. Okay,
yeah.
That's cool. That's fine with me. I'm not done.
Technically, you need permission to change the name once the season started. That way, we don't have like a team coming in and like every week. It's like, oh, we're playing. Who the heck is this? Oh, that's the team formerly known as. Okay, those are all the questions I had for you. Let me go and turn it over to you for any shout outs you want to give.
You guys are great.
Shout out to Nate for building the team, honestly. I'd honestly probably have to give it to him for the second game for the MVP. Like, everybody was making good plays and doing the stuff, but I think what makes the team is that we always have the communication on lock. Not even so much if I'm like trying to say make plays or whatever. Nate just had like really good map awareness and also just the double soaking. The double soaking kept us in the game, especially also beating up the Tahaka was definitely important considering he's a lot more mobile than the Blaze and he's a lot easier with not only taking camps but also just soaking in general. So having a Blaze outdo that was actually pretty good. And on top of that, I think Nate came down at like the right time when we were about to steal one of their camps, and we were probably going to get rolled until he came down. It was a 5v4 at that point. We rolled them, took their camp, he just went back up to top soak. So I give it Nate there and for forming the team, honestly. Good to be a part of it.
Cool.
Well said.
Well, I think you guys do a great job.
Shout out to him.
Oh, I was just going to say, I'm sorry, Wyatt. I was just going to say, I appreciate the communication that my teammates have. You know, I'm not stressed out when I come and play with this team. It's a lot of fun. And I usually, we're done. Even if we lose sometimes in Storm League or something, we're still cool with it. So appreciate that about my team. Yeah. What were you say, Wyatt?
I'll always just shout out to you because I wouldn't be here without you. So.
Oh, thanks, man.
Also, especially if you play if you're not playing in a community like this and you're just kind of playing the game as solo or just have regular friends on your playlist, just like playing the game in general, there is a lot of toxicity that you run into. So being able to come in to this call and just play with people who not only know how to play the game but just are fun and just they take it seriously because they want to win, but they don't take it to the point where it's like, oh, we lost because of you. Like, you're an idiot. Yeah. You're going to get kicked out. No, none of that here.
Yeah, like, none of that here. Nope.
If there's a failure or somebody feels like they were the problem, we don't single them out. I know I make bad calls, and I think, like, if I ever say anything, I always don't want to make it feel like I'm making the decision to say it. I always talk to Native Skills or the rest of, Joe and Wagon here. If I'm good with making the plays, considering that's what Nate posted in here, is everybody else comfortable with that? I don't think anybody should be pulling rank on anybody, so it's a team effort.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Hex Infernal Tech. If it wasn't for him, I don't think I ever would have joined the Misfits. Like, he brought me into the Infernal company, and Lone Wolf I met through Hex as well. So.
Did you? I thought you and Wagon met me at a random queue.
No,
in a
like
game.
I had a
Lily.
note.
Who knows,
I had like a
man? Y'all are
note
weird.
on my friends list that I like met you through Hex.
I think we were playing those two ridiculous games at like Murky against a Cho'Gall, and then me playing Lily, and then running down. The team.
Yeah, that was like one of the first matches for sure.
I thought that's when you friended me, going like, "Dude, pick up this Lily guy." Like we were rolling them when he's playing like such garbage
like,
heroes against this crazy.
I was
team.
already like your friend, but it was I think that's when I was like, let's bring him on. let's bring him on Infernal Misfits is what that was. But yeah, you were already on my friends list for like a couple weeks.
Oh, I guess shout out to Hex as well for a better K2Z build, that's for sure.
And telling you to put on the icicle first, though. I mean, after.
Oh yeah,
The
after
chain first. The
yeah,
chain
no.
first. Yeah.
I'm really good at yeeting the chains and hoping for the best. So.
I'd also throw one more. I shout out Nate. I'm gonna throw one more to Joe. No, not a thing against Wagon or skills here, but I think with Nate, he got the team together. He also
We're chopped liver.
Yeah, pretty much. Me too. Put me on the board too. But I'd give it to Nate because he started the team pretty much. He gets everybody together. Like he's usually telling us like what the plans are, what are the dates, like keeping us informed.
Yeah.
But I'd also have to give it to Joe because I think out of everybody here, Joe probably has the highest amount of passion I've seen anybody put into the game.
That's a good way to say it.
Like I think right after like maybe our first or two scrimmages, Joe just like poured tons of like texts and paragraphs and like just like a bunch of data and graphs to show like what good comps are, like what type of teams we can build. He just like you could just tell by how he read it that he actually is sinking his soul and trying to learn as much.
He's like a
about the
hot
game as possible.
scholar. Literally.
Yeah, pretty much. And I took time to read the whole thing. I'm like, wow. He even went to the point in he illustrated, not like actually drew a picture, but he just put in words like us five, like what he thinks we're best at and what we could work at and all that. I'm like, wow, that's actually pretty deep.
And it was right on. It wasn't it wasn't toxic or like, oh, this guy doesn't know how to build
I was
it.
like, Joe, what the hell you think you're talking about? I'm not this freaking passionate. What the hell's the matter with you? But no, as soon as I read that, I told Nate, I'm like, dude, he's really putting work into this. Like, I just see this as fun, but he's really giving it all. And like to see somebody who goes from playing a game just for fun to actually not just taking it seriously, but actually like putting in like a serious effort. Like he wants to go all the way. It's not a joke anymore, type of thing. So I give it to Joe there too.
Yeah, I'd kiss Jeff right now if I could, but I can't.
You guys know how to put a smile on my face.
Indeed.
We'll just keep winning, Joe.
Well, their praise has prerequisites.
True.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah, very good to hear. Fantastic. So those are all the
questions.
Casting. Oh,
yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You're making it better for everybody, so I appreciate it.
Doing my best, but I will go and let you go. Don't do anything in the after party I wouldn't do.
Okay.
Well, kissing Joe might be pretty cool, but we're not going to film that.
I know I'll have a good time. The rest of y'all do whatever you want, but yeah.
Yeah, Skills ain't going to be drunk. He'll just do it.
Yeah. Free of charge, tonight only.
He's like, yeah, if they ban my Alrock and if they ban my Kel, 2 characters out of the 3, I will definitely plant one on you.
Yeah, I was a little salty, but it is what it is.
Yep.
You put Kerrigan because he was sending a message.
Even if it was technically a bad pick, but it's fine.
It's all good.
Congratulations! I look forward to seeing more from you, and I'll meet you here in a couple of weeks. Because if you don't know, I said this before, but I'm on 30 Seconds to Mosh, so you will run into me again.
Excellent.
Oh, cool.
All right, great.
Oh,
cool.
Pleasure talking to you.
See you
Thank
then.
you very much.
And with that, we will go ahead and go over to... it looks like Andy is streaming. Is Bloody Drapes not? I actually thought they were just starting. Okay, they are. That was really weird. It said they were offline. It lied to me. But regardless, here we go. Say hi to Jace for me, and be awesome.